Hey guys, it's Brian. Today I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a replay of the Shaddoll Danger Duck Egg versus Altergeist. And just so you guys know, as soon as this video is available, there will also be a video showcasing the other Shaddoll deck that I have with Danger. It also will include Star Seraphs. So it'll be an interesting deck to show you guys. I'll leave a link to it in the description, and I'll also leave a link to this deck's deck profile as well, so you guys keep an eye out for it. So we're going to go ahead and go right into the match. As you can see, my opponent is going first, so not really the best option. And this card recently just got released, Pav Extravagance. If you're not familiar with it, banish 3 or 6 face-off of extra, and you can draw 2 cards. So, if you happen to notice, this deck, since it is running a lot of Danger monsters and Shaddoll monsters, we are not running any hand traps, so I unfortunately cannot stop this play. So as he's going into his Linkuriboh, we're going to go ahead and notice that we do have a few options as what we have to do on turn 1. Mainly the Shaddoll Fusion. We also do have our Raikou and our Bigfoot in our hand, and also a Phantom Skyblast. Since we do have Danger Bigfoot and Danger Zone, we can always just set that and just wait till our opponent's turn to go ahead and disrupt any plays that they may have. But for now, he's just going to go ahead and search Multi-Faker. So as you notice, he set 3 with a Secret Village. Since he didn't have a Spellcaster mode, I could have just gone ahead and issued all Fusion. But since he flipped over Rivalry, this makes the decision a lot harder, since I will only be able to go into either my Fusion or into my Danger. So I decided to set the Danger Zone and the Shaddoll Fusion and decide to risk it on revealing the Danger Bigfoot. Thankfully he gets rid of the Parapero, so in case he does get past it, we will be able to go ahead and destroy one of his cards. Since I did draw a Shaddoll Beast, I'm just going to go ahead and go right into the next play, which would most likely be just an attack, and then saying the Raikou. But I decided not to attack, in this case, for a simple reason. I want to bait out any Shaddoll Fusion plays in the future, so I decided to just let it go. Because if he does flip over the Raikou, I will automatically have access to Fusion play using materials from my deck, provoking any other cards my opponent may have. So he just decides to set and pass. I draw into my Rescue Cat, and this made things a little bit more interesting for me, since I do have 2 beasts on the field, being a Raikou and Danger Bigfoot. I could summon the Rescue Cat, but I decided to go ahead and flip first, see what I can get off my mills. Here I'm thinking about which target I decide to go for one of the face downs, because it may go ahead and provoke any other cards in my deck to be active. As you can see, I did mill the dragon. So I'm just trying to get rid of the back row at this point, to make sure that there's nothing that's going to stop any of my attacks. So since I went ahead and went to the Rescue Cat, and he decided to let it go, I decided to go ahead and try to go for my Materia Beast, just in case. That way I can get my other Parapero in the grave. So for every still in effect, I'm not going to be able to use my Shaddoll Fusion, even though the Secret Village is face up and he does not have any spellcast at the moment. I do not want to risk it simply because he may be brick. So I decided to go ahead and just go for damage at the moment. Unfortunately, he did have the Heavy Storm Duster. I'm not sure why he decided to use it at that moment. So here I'm debating on using the Danger Zone. And after further thinking about it, I was in between activating it or not, seeing if I can get lucky and trigger an effect. But I wanted to keep my hand just in case I could draw any of the danger monsters, so I can go ahead and continue to advance my game state and not risk not having a hand. So here he's going into Multi-Faker, and for Multi-Faker he's going to bring up I've never been actually sure how to pronounce it, but I'm just going to call it Silk. So he's going to get Silk on the field. So I decide to go ahead and attack with Raikou towards Multi-Faker to provoke the Parapero effect to get rid of the Silk. So now we both can't use spells at the moment, because if he tries to use one, I'm going to negate Materia Beast, and if I draw a spell, I can't use it if he has a Secret Village. So we have to depend heavily on monster and trap effects at the moment. Goes into Marionetta. Use Parapero and I go ahead and target the back row. He does get rid of my Bigfoot and my Raikou. So as you can see, I was lucky enough to draw into my Nessie, but I can't use the effect at the moment because of Rivalry. And I did make a misplay trying to summon my Sky Blaster. Here we just trip and go for attack and damage, but I already saw that he did add that to his hand, so I knew he was going to get negated anyway. Here he decides to go into Pyre and Banshee. So he's most likely just going to go ahead and try and spam the board as much as he can using this card. So here he goes into Multi-Faker. Effect's going to be good for Banshee. Getting rid of the Multi-Faker to summon another one. And now he brings back Silk. Gets rid of my Materia Beast, and I take something off the face. So I go ahead and use Nessie. Effect search. Go ahead and get a Bigfoot. Even if it by any chance gets destroyed, I can still go ahead and advance my game state by getting rid of the face damage rivalry. And I was able to go ahead and get rid of the beast, which was key. Because now I can go ahead and continue to advance to certain plays. I go ahead and attack the Silk. He tries to go ahead and use it. So after returning the card into his hand, he's going to go ahead and get a full board presence of Altergeist monsters. I decided to go ahead and look for Chupacabra. Same for draw. And set my Squamata to destroy any of the cards that are facing on the field. So here he's trying to go into a Bolasword, and he even forgets his own rivalry on the field. He does correct it in a moment. The problem to Dueling Book, since it's not automatic, you get through yourself. So here I knew he was just going to go for game, and I just decided to scoop up. So luckily for me, since I'm going first, I did decide to go ahead and get my Twin Twisters in to preemptively destroy all of his back row. So going to Allure first. Since he doesn't have anything, I decided to give him my Squamata. Since it's the only thing in my hand that with the cost, it will not activate. And I don't want any graveyard. Set Raikou and Twin Twisters, pass. Decides to go for pop. Goes ahead and banishes 6 to draw from his extra deck to draw 2. He drew this every game turn 1. Decides to go for the personal spoofing. I'm debating on getting rid of the Sanctuary as well. And I decided against using it. That way I can go ahead and use my Raikou. And luckily for me, since he did decide to go ahead and negate it, I go for a Bigfoot instead of 2. Go for a Secret Village. Reveal another Bigfoot. Unfortunately, if he hits, I want to go ahead and on resolution and activate Swim to get rid of both back row. That's the effect. I could get Mothman, and with Mothman, I was able to get rid of my Electromagnetic Turtle. And now Silk is gone. Silk is probably against this deck the most important card he may have, because that way he keeps bouncing back my extra monsters, and I will not be able to have any way of getting my fusion monsters out if I don't have a fusion card in hand. So as you can see, I was able to draw into Bigfoot again, and I decided to go for it, and I was able to hit the Chupacabra, which means not only will I get a draw 1, I will also be able to revive any of my danger monsters in the grave. And I have a second Bigfoot, so I go ahead and just try to swing with everything to maximize damage. And at this point, I really didn't mind which monster he got to my hand, since I was able to just bring it back onto the field. So here I go for a Shadow Dragon to go ahead and try and get rid of the Silk. Brings back my Bigfoot to my hand. No complaints there. And here in main phase 2, I decided to go for Minerva. To make sure I have all the options in my graveyard for destroying cards, since I do not have a Pero at the moment. So you can see he has four of his Altergeist and one of his village, so I'm pretty sure eventually he's going to try and bring back out another, and unless he's running 3 of them, this should be the last one he has. So I was able to get the Pero in my grave, so I can at least threaten at the moment him to go ahead and destroy any card in his field if he tries to go ahead and run over anything by battle. Or even try to attack me directly, and I will be able to pop any card in this field. So you can see he did take a while, and he just decides to go ahead and set 2 and pass. Was able to draw Squamata. So first I decided to go for Minerva in case I mill anything good. And I was able to go ahead and not only mill a Raikou, but I was able to mill a Shaddoll Beast, which means I do get to draw 2. And since I did draw Super Poly, just go ahead and normal summon Squamata. And if he decides to go ahead and use anything, I will just Super Poly. So here 1 second, and I was able to draw evenly turn 1. Like I said, every game turn 1 we had it. I even mentioned it to him, and he's like, I have 3. So here, I just decided to go for the evenly, try to get rid of as many resources as possible. He decides to save one of his face downs. And so I set my Twin Twister, in case he decides to go for anything. Decided to go for the Twin Twister right away, since it isn't continuous. That way he is not able to resolve the effect. Goes for Marionetta to get another protocol. Since I did send a Pero from my grave, I'm just going to go ahead, take the 16, and use the Pero to pop the background. So as you can see, I did draw it to Nessie, and I decided to just go for the Allure play. He decides to Ash, and I happen to have another one. So that worked out, making sure he uses a card. And now, I decided to go ahead and get rid of Nessie, just to have a big body on board. Set the Raikou and make sure either get the Bigfoot to pop, or I'm able to summon it and get advantage. He does get rid of the Spear Mode. And we'll go ahead and get Bigfoot on the field and draw a card. Get Nessie. Use this effect to get another Bigfoot, just to go ahead and destroy either card in the field. And attack directly. card face down, and from here it's pretty much GG. Flip over Raikou, tries to Ash it, go for Monster Reborn. Without that, it would have been game that turn, but since he just had Droll, I knew he was pretty much bricking. So there you have it, guys. Do appreciate you coming along. Hope you guys can give it a like and subscribe, and hope to catch you guys again next time. See ya!